Hello, everybody. My name is Alan Carr. I'm a member of the Dapper Labs team, have been for a little bit over 3 years, and originally joined the team from the CryptoKitties community. And my heart still lies with these adorable OG NFTs. And I want to show you today how I would go about building a complete set of CryptoKitties Fancies for my NFT collection. And I can do that because currently I'm only one of 4 people in the world who has done that. I own at least one of each of the 111 CryptoKitties Fancies that currently exists, most of which are not currently breedable, not ever going to be breedable again, which means that they are highly scarce collectible NFTs. And amazingly, a lot of these have really small edition sizes and are actually fairly accessible given the current state of the NFT market today. I think a lot of people just don't realize that you can get a hold of these because they're not easily found in OpenSea. You actually have to go to cryptokitties.co and search in the marketplace and find them. But it's not that hard, so I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you've completed your CryptoKitties Fancy collection. In fact, that's what's on my screen right now. So this is me, OX Falco, also known as CryptoKitties Allen. And as you can see, I have this check mark here next to the word fancy under the special cats tab under my profile, which means I own at least one of every kind of CryptoKitty here that has ever been released. And I'm going to show you how easy it is for you to also do that, or at least build up your own collection of fancy CryptoKitties and other CryptoKitties if you prefer. Gen Zeros are also super scarce and super special in the pantheon of NFTs. So why don't we go ahead and do that? And so to do that, I'm going to start on a different account here, one that doesn't already own all of the CryptoKitties, and show you how you can also do that. So let me just switch real quick over to another account that I have. Call it my 007 account because the ETH address actually begins with OX007. All right, so all you have to do is go to cryptokitties.co and connect your MetaMask wallet. So you do need MetaMask or some other Ethereum wallet for this. And um, you're going to see this as the home page. You're going to want to go to your profile. So that's going to be over here. Once you've signed up and created your account, go to My Kitties, and it's going to show you all the cats that you own if you own any of them. And currently it's showing me some of these Hackatow kitties that I own. These are very special cats because these are limited edition prestige cats, which were done in collaboration with Hackatow, some amazing artists in the NFT space. And for a limited period of time, it was possible to breed cats with special genes that would produce these Hackatow kitties with these Hackatow traits. And now the ones that exist are the only ones that will ever exist. So I was fortunate enough to have minted a bunch of those while they were mintable. Right now, you can only pick them up in the marketplace. If you have any questions about those or other things in CryptoKitties that I don't go over, please hit me up on Twitter. I'd love to talk CryptoKitties with you. I'm on Twitter at Alan Falcon, ALNFALCON. Always happy to talk CryptoKitties. But let's say this is your account and you want to build up a fancy cat collection. You're going to want to go to this special cats tab, and you're probably not going to own 100% of the fancies, but you can see 100% of the fancies here, and you can just go through and find ones that appeal to you. Um, Ones that I might recommend starting with, if you like super historical cats, Shipcat is pretty awesome. It was the very first fancy ever discovered in CryptoKitties. So if you want the first ever CryptoKitties fancy, that would be Shipcat. And to buy it, all you have to do is click on that grayed out picture on your profile, and click Find a Ship Cat, you can see that there's 2,000 total. You can see this lock icon means no more can ever be bred, no more can ever exist. There will always be 2,000 total. And if you click Find a Ship Cat, it's going to bring up a search of all ship cats that exist. And if you want to find the cheapest one for sale, all you do is unclick this other checkbox and the siren checkbox so that only for sale is checked. And you can see that you can pick up a ship cat today, one of only 224 that are available for sale of the 2,000 that will ever exist, for as little as 0.2399 ETH. And so you can pick up your very own ship cat. All you have to do to buy that is click this buy button and send a transaction. We're going to go back to My Kitties. We're going to go back to special cats here, and we're going to take a look at a couple of others here. Al is quite a bit more accessible. There's 3,662 Als that exist. And again, if you click Find an Al, uncheck these two checkboxes, you can see you can buy an Al for as little as 0.05 ETH today. Pretty amazing. Really easy to get your CryptoKitties Fancy collection started and add some of these really fun, adorable cats to your collection. Some of the coolest things about these cats are even some really scarce ones, like Andy. Andy was the harder version of the alpaca fancy cat to breed compared to Al. There's only 440 of these that exist. Again, it's locked. There will never be more of these. And you find you can actually pick up an Al, if you go through that process, for as little as 0.1037 ETH. It's really pretty accessible, especially compared to a lot of the other NFTs out there, and especially considering how old these are. And if you want to know exactly how old a specific NFT is, you can click on it. You can get information who owns it, Woody Kitty here. You can see who bred it, BJ Kitty 22 bred it on February 29th, 2019. And you can see that this particular cat is on auction on a descending price. It'll slowly get cheaper over the course of the next 7.4 months if nobody purchases it. And currently it is the best available deal for an Andy cat. You can see it's serial number 137 out of 440 that'll ever exist. Pretty cool. And it's a Gen 12. Really, when you're building a fancy cat collection, you can go for the lower generations, which were harder to breed. That makes them more scarce and to a lot of people more valuable. And it's really great to have low generation or virgin CryptoKitties. That means that they've never been bred. You can see if you scroll down here, this one has been bred. It's had 3 children. If it's never been bred, then a lot of people value that more. But if you're just looking to get an inexpensive fancy cat collection going, you know, these prices are pretty reasonable and pretty accessible. So I'm going to go down here. One of the most accessible cats out here is actually Curdlin, who was a fancy cat that was created to celebrate the launch of another Dapper Labs project called Cheese Wizards. And you can see there's over 4,500 of these that exist. And you can pick one up for under 0.03 ETH. And to do that, all you have to do is click that buy button, and it's going to bring up MetaMask. And if you open up that MetaMask, it should fill in the suggested gas fees. And all you would have to do is hit confirm, and boom, that'll be yours. If you have any issues with the gas fee not showing up, you can usually just click this edit button here. You can edit that suggested gas fee. I find that when I'm buying NFTs, if I'm not feeling like I'm competing with other people, I can often choose the low. You can see that doesn't really save you a whole lot though sometimes. In this case, it's a few cents difference. So it can make a difference of up to like $5. And all you have to do is save that, and it'll adjust the gas price here, and you can confirm and actually pick up the cat, add it to your collection just that easily. And if we go back to My Kitties, if you want to, instead of trying to pick your favorites from the 111 that are available or go for all 111 that are out there, you can actually find that there's subsets of the year 1 fancies under set challenges here. And you can go to, for example, the year 1 penguin suit challenge. And if you add each of these 6 cats to your collection, and you can just click select kitty, and it's going to check, do you own any of these cats? If not, it's going to load them up on the marketplace, and and you can buy the cheapest one available here. Um, Here is Boot, and there's Squiddleworth, Meowstro, Draco Jr., Duke Cat, and Kitty Pride. And if you add all of those cats to your collection, you're going to get this cool badge added to your profile. So it can be fun to get started by choosing one of these collections to get going, or those challenges to get going. And you can build up collections of your cats as well here. Just the cats you own and just say, I want these ones to be in my collection. Now, these aren't Gen 0, so I'm not going to add them to that. Um, yeah, so that's all it takes is going into special cats, finding the ones you like here, and there's a lot of great ones out here, like Drago. 3,624 Dragos that exist. And again, just uncheck these boxes and find you can buy this adorable baby dragon hatching out of an egg for 0.0342 ETH today. Pretty cool. Great way to get your CryptoKitties collection going. I personally think the fancy cats are some of the most fun cats. Great art, great history behind each of them, um, and pretty accessible while being pretty scarce. A pretty good combination in the NFT world. Not to mention, a number of these are from 2017 or 2018. If we go find Santa Claus, for example, here, this was one of the very first CryptoKitty fancies ever discovered. And if we look, we can pick up one of these Santa Claus cats for as cheap as 0.06 Ether, and it was born February 24th, 2018. That's ancient history in NFT terms, and it's serial number 840 out of 1,000, bred by Unix, who was a prolific Santa Claus fancy farmer. You can see he still owns it under his Unix's Santa Farm uh, account. And you can make offers on these cats. You can use the CryptoKitties offer function. You can make offers on OpenSea. Sometimes those will be seen. With gas prices what they are these days, it's probably simplest to just purchase directly. You can buy from that previous screen. You can buy by clicking up here, or you can buy by clicking buy with ETH. And again, it'll suggest a gas fee. If you get this screen where it's not actually suggesting a gas fee for you, don't worry about it. Just click the edit button. You're going to want to click edit suggested fee. And if you give it a moment, a suggested fee will pop up here. Um, Sometimes you have to give it a few moments when network conditions are pretty bad, but that'll fill in and you will be able to purchase that CryptoKitty pretty easily right there. Or if you do run into this issue and it's not giving you a suggested gas fee, you can find suggested gas fees. ETH Gas Station is a pretty good resource. Or again, ask on Twitter. Lots of CryptoKitties OGs and NFT heads will be happy to help you out and let um, you know, what you might want to fill in here for these values in order to purchase your cat. And and it's a pretty straightforward process to purchase your cat there and add it to your collection. So hopefully this video helps you. Um, Again, my name is Alan Carr. You can find me on Twitter at Alan Falcon. You can find my CryptoKitties collection. Um, well, I'll probably link to it on Twitter so that people can find it. But we'll switch over and take a look at that one more time here. Um, if you find my profile for my account, you can see that I have, again, all of the fancy cats. And what's pretty cool is there's actually a third-party leaderboard on kittyhelper.co. And if you go to this special cats tab, you can find a link to that. Click that and it'll show you all of the different fancy cat collections that exist from other collectors. And you can see here that this is me, and I'm one of 4 people in the world who has all 111 fancy cats. But my cat collection is not nearly as good as Walt Meister's, who has the lowest possible score in terms of the lowest generation of each fancy cat. So Walt owns all the fancy cats, and if you add all the generations of those cats together, it's a very low number. You can see I have not focused on low generation cats, and it shows very much in my score here. Or you can look at Alxo, who has the lowest serial number score. Also, as you know, probably has one of the best NBA Top Shot collections out there as well. So Alexo is a true NFT aficionado, knows what's up, and has some amazing collections. And you can see here on that Fancy Cat leaderboard that he's got the lowest cumulative serial numbers of anybody who's got a complete Fancy Cat collection. Again, if you look at my serial numbers, they're relatively lacking. I have not focused on low serial numbers or low generation, just on that completionism, and happy just to have one of each of those fancy cats that's out there. And you can see your own place on the leaderboard as you build up your collection. Um, how many fancy cats are you going to own? Why don't you put together your collection and share it with me on Twitter at Alan Falcon? I'd love to see it, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your tips on finding crypto kitties that you like. Of course, there's all kinds of cats out there, but some of the most collectible are the Gen Zeros, especially the founder cats. Um, Virgin Gen Zeros, that is, Gen Zeros that have never been bred, are viewed as a little bit more valuable. And certain Gen Zeros have special traits; those are viewed as a little bit more valuable. I like the fancy cats. They're really easy to find and collect. They're super cute, and there's not a whole lot more to them at a base level. If you choose to just fill out your collection the way I did, then simply finding one you like and adding it to your collection. And you can see here, I have a special Duke cat that I bred, or is this one I bred? No, this is one I had to buy. My mistake. But it was the very first Twilight Sparkle Duke cat, and it happened to be a Gen 100. I really like Gen 100 cats, just a personal preference. I think they're fun, and was really happy to add this to my collection. And it's also serial number 35, which is a pretty great serial number for the Duke cats. So you can find cats that tell the story that you want to tell, or just look cute in your collection. Hope you have fun chasing crypto kitties. Good luck, and again, hit me up on Twitter. Thanks.